guess taking a look at the Void, like you see that the enemy team got a Wraith King, got a Magnus, really feels like this game is going to be a bit slower. So he might feel like he can get some time to get that farm because it is definitely a hero that takes a little bit to come online.
Yep, totally agree. They haven't. I suppose they're assuming that this Magnus is going to be in the offlane, so they haven't gotten rid of some of the other faceless void counters. Like, we've seen the Venomancer be done plenty of times, but probably don't want a Veno into a Broodmother. Viper might have been okay, but just because you could slow down the Brood a little bit there. And they actually go the Shadow Demon. This is the first Shadow Demon, second Shadow Demon that we've seen. Yeah.
Invoker.
Oh, I mean,
let's go. I'm already
that's a
excited
good
for
way
this
to
game.
lock him down.
I'm already excited for this game.
It's confidence, though, right? It's confidence that In Your Dream is going to be able to land these Chronospheres onto at least the Shadow Demon +1. So, how good is Lionax's positioning going to be this game? Might not be Lionax, it might be cute, but who knows? Their positioning going to be able to avoid getting locked down with another core inside the Chronosphere, so that that Sunstrike, that Cataclysm combination isn't going to actually mean anything.
Well, it seems like they're looking now for Galaxy Racer. They need a Yokem hero that can, I think, also jump, because like you just said, if Faceless Void doesn't get that catch on Shadow Demon, you need another opportunity. Otherwise, you're going to miss your Cataclysm combo, you're going to miss your Invoker combo, whatever it is. Ice Blast, doesn't matter. So you need another way. You need a melee 4. Clockwork's banned. Tiny's available if you want to go down that route. Pretty good with the Void.
Motivate realizes I was going to say Earth Spirit and they get rid of it because, the stun might not be the longest on the roll in, but you kick the Shadow Demon away and you're not going to be able to save within that Chronosphere, provided your coordination is right. They're even getting rid of Tusk as well. So no Clock, no Earth Spirit, no Tusk. What's left? Might be a Spirit Breaker for them, but, it's not quite as instant, at least until you get that Axe. And it can be quite hard to get an Axe this game.
It's
maybe a Pango? Just roll in onto the backlines?
That could be okay, yeah, because it's got a little bit of damage in Chrono as well, if you really, really scale.
Good to, you might clip past the Snapfire as well, which is nice if they're laying down the Mortimer's Kisses.
Yeah, good
kind of like a deterrent for the Chronosphere.
It just has to be a melee 4 that's going to go in for Yokam. Like, that's really what it feels like it has to be.
Yeah.
So what have we got available? Pango, Tiny. Have we said any others?
It needs something that has a stun as well,
Yeah, because you need a setup for the Ice Blast too.
I mean, I'm just thinking of things that don't need the farm as well, because you could say like a Sand King, or you could say an Earth Shaker, but I'm not feeling it.
How is ET4? It doesn't go in it. Yeah, no, that's not really what I want. I do Tiny. Okay. Now what's?
It's basically what was left, right?
Yeah. Right, now what's the follow-up from Motivate? We're gonna see. It's a
Riki. You may now select your heroes.
Okay.
Mid Riki?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, of course.
Seems like it is. Ooh, guess what? Guess what?
What's up?
Mizu's playing a different hero.
Sure. It's the Broodmother.
We're up to 4 now.
Are they going to change these lanes up as well? Maybe not the lanes, but eventually, you saw how effective the Riki was when Mid-One played it, right? Against the Broodmother. He tries to get the
that's it.
insatiable hunger onto you. You just tricks of the trade. He's not able to right-click you. Whereas Masaros, he's going to do some turnaround damage, but you're still going to refresh. Well, not even Masaros, Jackie. You're still going to refresh the amount of HP that he's going to get back. So, could change things around a little bit. But definitely Riki has a good time. And you're also going to have that Empower. So You know, Rickies don't really build Battle Fury anymore, but with that Tricks of the Trade, you actually do a decent job at clearing away those spiders.
Yeah, definitely. It's gonna be. Do you feel like this is like a fearless hero though?
I feel like it fits his playstyle. I haven't seen him play it that much.
Sure.
That's the thing.
That's the question. Yep. I guess we're expanding the hero pool here for some of the players. I'm very excited to see how Mizu is able to fare. It's another pretty cool brood set. Little bit scary onto the nicer side with some candles. I don't know.
Yeah, it's the Halloween one.
Yeah,
She's
we've
got a
been
pumpkin
raiding
bud.
brood sets, so I feel like we just have to continue with that now every time we see it.
It's festive, you know. Like she's been invited out to a fancy dress party, and she's like, "Oh, I'll wear my best candles," you know.
Aren't we supposed to get like an event pretty soon?
Did they say there would be like a no, not a? 'Cause it's summer.
They
over
said
there, right?
two. I'm pretty sure one near international and like
Near
someone.
or after?
Good question. Don't know. I read international.
Because there's like a 2-month gap between the major and TI. I know there's going to be.
Yeah, I wonder what's
there's
going to
probably
go on
gonna be
there.
another BTS
Prepare
event.
for battle.
I know there's like an ESL event. I think.
Yeah, the
but
summer.
yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
but not much else. Not that I've heard of, at least.
Well, if you guys want to see it, Danog and I at more stuff, don't forget to let people know. Always appreciated all the love and support. It does go a long way as well, actually. Following up to tournament organizers and letting them know that you are enjoying the show.
We love you guys as well. You know, we have a lot of people watching, actually. I think during that game we got up to like 15,000 watching that amazing series, and I can't blame him.
So he gets another cracky game here.
I'm going to be having my eyes on Lionax. Like, how is his positioning going to be when these team fights start to break out? Because
30
if he's good,
seconds to battle.
you just completely take away a huge portion of Galaxy Racer's lineup. Hell, even the Broodmother lane can be a little bit rough with that Shadow Poison being laid into him.
Also, I feel like something you haven't brought up, and I'm really surprised, and I'm going to give you about 5 seconds.
No, don't. We've had too many exciting series. My brain's kind of drained. Just tell me.
What do you like? Galaxy Racer have the tiny.
Oh, the tiny airlines. Very cool.
The battle
Very
begins.
cool. Although Yocam doesn't have the pack. So, Lionax, EMP, one more right click. He's got boots. They both have boots. Oh, that's gonna reveal the ward. Was he fully up on high ground?
Better yours than
Yeah.
mine.
I don't think so. I think he was like one step from being on the high ground.
Nani? Alright, well, first blood picked up. How many bounties did we get? We got 4 bounties for Motivate. So you love and life.
He tossed him right into the boundary route, I think, actually, on Yokev. Lionax to secure that one in the bottom river.
See up top. This does feel like it's going to be a pretty good lane here, though, for In Your Dream Light, right? I don't see how an offlane mag is really going to pressure the Faceless Void kind of weakness in the lane.
Yeah, I suppose so. You know, it sucks that you're going to be bullied with a lot of little bit of slow damage with that Empower coming through, but right now he's just got the Shockwave leveled up, wanting to secure those range creeps for now, and it just seems like a bit of a back and forth brawl coming between Q and Polo. With Lionax as well, I wonder if he's going to try and go for a toss here. No. But, of course, later on, like I just mentioned before, the Shadow Poison is going to be good against the Broodmother, just being able to get rid of the Spires. I don't want to say quickly, because it's pretty rare that you're going to get more than one use of the Shadow Poison onto them. But even in the lane, right, as soon as he hits level 2, you pop that Insatiable Hunger, he's just going to disrupt you and allow someone to get away from him in range. I suppose the illusions are still going to spawn though, right? So at least you're going to just be able to hit those illusions really quickly. You can see here, it's already coming into effect. Just pops it. It's only 40% now. Still plenty of damage though, and lifesteal to make sure that he's not really caring about the Shadow Poison spam. I actually think I saw Fearless streaming last night or the night before playing Ricky in a pub. Didn't turn
There you
out
go.
that well for him.
I
So
didn't. Oh, that's no good for Fearless then. how is this matchup going to fare between the Invoker? Because it does look like Invoker's lack of damage here against the Riki. You know, they're pretty even in CS at the moment. It's actually top. Polo is a bit out of position here, and Motivated going to look to punish with MG.Trust picking up that kill on the Ancient Apparition. It's going to give them their first one of the game. But meanwhile, we see, you know, Alacrity, both mids, they're able to find the water room there. So yeah, how do we feel this matchup's going to fare between the two?
I think it's going to be just okay for Fearless. Like, now he's got the second Wraith band, so that already strong right-click advantage is going to be just strengthened even further. But Alacrity, it depends. Like, you need to make sure you're abusing the cooldowns if Fearless is trying to use too many of those blink strikes. He keeps them on cooldown. You got to make sure you're landing these EMP tornado combos. It's hard though against a Riki. Probably one of the hardest in the game to do it.
Yeah, very much so. Well, down bot, what do you feel like the play is going to be for Yokam though on the Tiny? Is he kind of going to stick in this lane to Mizu gets 6 and then start to make rotations, or even think about leaving earlier?
I mean, he's got the Tranquil boots now, so he can make a quick rotation around this 4-minute mark.
Is that just the Tranks also kind of the harass from the Shadow Demon, and I guess helping out with his mobility across the map?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if the Shadow Demon gets too close, he's just going to get, you know, tossed back into a creep wave or under a tower. You can see here, he wants to make sure that they're securing at least one of these water runes, but Shadow Demon doesn't want to let that happen. I'm actually going in quite deep onto Fearless, trying to deny this one away from him if he can. Won't be able to.
They have Cold Snap. Fearless doesn't really have anyone to jump to at the moment until Lionax can close the distance.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, the reason Fearless's Riki pub didn't go well is because it kind of felt like he was playing a 1v5. And if Motivate played a 1v5 game last game, they would have lost. But their team play was fantastic, and that was why they were able to bring it out. And there's clearly a lot of faith between all of them. They're all in a team house together as well, which is always a bonus.
Empty calories.
See, again though, like, these lanes are going pretty well. It's not, you know, the incredible lane that we saw in game 1, but all the cores farming well in the CS, so we couldn't even start to this one 5 minutes in.
Like you were talking about, though, much more passive.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's 5 minutes in, there's only 2 kills, whereas previously it felt like there might have been, what, 20? Does that seem reasonable?
5 minutes? Yeah, we'll go with 20.
Level 6, just picked up by Fearless, immediately starts making his way
play top,
up towards the
actually.
top.
Cookie into Skewer. They know that In Your Dream used the time lock. That is a very crafty way to find that kill. And it's also just the awareness. You know, if he uses that time walk, then you can start to get a little bit of aggressive on him, and In Your Dream is even giving a little bit of props back to Q on how he was able to start for that kill.
Fearless not even needing to join, able to go back to the lane, but they're able to get a kill in onto the Wraith King. So, a little bit surprising considering the Shadow Demon was there for the disruption save.
Take, I guess, that death on In Your Dream. Deep down, he's kind of feeling a little bit better now, seeing that the opposition one also got picked off in the lane.
It's always about the morale in these sorts of times, right? Like, I know when I'm in a pub and, you know, my lane might not be going okay, but somehow there's 4 kills somewhere else on the other side of the map, and I'm like, oh, things are gonna be a-okay. And well, I may have been known to get tilted here and there if the opposite happens.
You're better now, though, right?
Of course.
That wasn't very convincing.
Yes.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
A little bit less.
They're going in onto Riki. So use the tricks.
Still got some blink strike charges with the creep wave coming on forward.
In.
Fearless. Actually jumping in. Man's got balls of steel. They're going to turn with the cold snap. Fearless jumping in once again. Yokam needs the right click. Even MG.Trust is going to sweep on over. He'll get the last right click. So they do lose 2 on Galaxy Racer. It is going to cost you the life of your Fearless Riki.
MG.Trust would have had that planned a while ago. You know, he was there in an instant, not having to use the TP. Maybe he was considering farming that creep wave. They're actually going to TP down bot, considering he did only run to that side, but Is this just to give Jackie the jungle again? Seems like it might be the case.
Yeah, he's got 3 points up in the Vampiric Spirit, so we'll be able to farm.
And he's been empowered.
Yeah, that's the big factor. It doesn't really matter too much about the lifesteal. The empower is gonna skyrocket his farming, and he already farms really well. Masaros thinking about pump faking the RP, but great use of the micros and just the in and out play from Galaxy Racer. So they'll get the kill on Masaros. If they can really shut down this mag, then they are going to start to struggle with actually dealing with Galaxy Racer. Well, in particular, the Brood Mother lane. Like, you can't die. You can die once, maybe you come back. If you die a second time, this tower, honestly, it might just be dead now. Maybe that's too costly there.
I mean, they had to do it though, right? Because the only reason that happened is that Jackie ended up dying the first time. His reincarnate's still on cooldown for another 2 minutes, so he's just wanting to make sure to get the hell out of that lane. You can see here, he's not going greedy. He's really wanting to be able to turn around and fight early on with the use of the Empower to buff up their damage, just going for an armlet instead of something like a Radiance or a Midas or anything along those lines.
His farm is definitely going to skyrocket this game with someone like a Magnus to be able to buff you up. And that armlet is definitely going to be required, because it does feel like Dire have a little bit stronger of a way to get active early, especially with the Brood Mother. Like, you're always going to need to be a threat in a lane. If you're not, then it's a big issue. They might try and commit on to Mizu. Nice leading with a cookie stun. Follow-up RP. It's going to be there. That is another crafty way we see from these teams to start. They knew if the skewer would have been too late. So in fact, they just lead in with the Invis Ricky to the cookie. And our Fearless might even be able to take a stack away from the... we'll get a Courier.
I'll take that. Going into the Spirit Vessel, of course, on this Quaswex Invoker. Very important to make sure they're locking down these heroes that lack a little bit of mobility in the Magnus and the Wraith King. Make sure you get that EMP combo off super early. I mean, it's a huge win if you could force Jackie into going into something like that Aghanim Shard, just so that you're not instantly dying whenever an Invoker tries to contest into you.
Just a bit of a sentry battle going on mid. Who's got the massive amount of sentries right now? Vision is the name of the game.
They'll see that there's this one on the other side of the river. Is Jerkam in a position? Well, the deny. Deny their own ward. Very nice.
Oh, he's blocked!
Oh,
Lion Axe. North Tornado, Fearless. Taking a bit of damage. They get the Cold Feet in Nino Dream if he wants to commit the Chrono, but...
he's going to need to go again.
They got the Sentry, they do. They got the Vision, Fearless, Blink. Up in a couple seconds here. Chrono, there we go. They're just going to make sure they get that Ricky kill.
That's fine. You could use the Chrono that early on with, you know, not too much right-click damage in your own right, but, you know, it's a free kill onto a Ricky. No save. Shadow Demon was just a little bit too far away, wanting to make sure that this tower didn't take too much harass while the chase was going on.
So who's going to come down? Will be Masteros again. Just going to be the dead lane defender. Maxed out in power. The only issue is oh, smoke gonna pop. Mizu actually is he gonna think about really great use of the micro, splitting up the spiders. I wonder. And they're coming over from Dire. I don't have time to wonder. Tornado sets up for the Ice Blast. Q's gonna lose his life. Mizu is in a great spot to be able to join these fights here. Wants to try and kill off the Shadow Demon first, but they've got to be careful, because they're not having any extra +1s just yet until the Void shows up in the next 5 seconds. They'll just trade support for support.
No Chrono. He doesn't want to show up just yet. He's happy to continue on farming. Wraith King as well, kind of in the same boat. Now that he's got that armlet, now that he's got that turnaround potential, it's Midas time. Well, sorry, not Midas, Radiance time. He wants to be able to deal, of course, with a lot of the mischance that you want to have against this Faceless Void, and of course, the Spiders. It basically means that they have a very limited involvement in all of these upcoming team fights as soon as he picks it up.
Now, it does feel like there's going to be a bit of an issue here from Motivate, because Mastros always wants to be playing bot. You see, that means that the Wraith King won't be getting as much of the Empower. So I wonder, like... I wonder
Radiant's
how
top
they can
tower is
switch
under
up that
attack.
role a little bit. Like maybe if you give the Empower once to Fearless, he could occupy the lane for once, you know, get one wave pushed out, and that'll give the opportunity for the Mag to then follow up on the Wraith King.
Maybe. They are certainly lacking a lot of mobility right now in Motivate. It's not like you're playing this Invoker
Dire's
build where
middle
you
tower
might
is
look to
under
go into
attack.
a Boots of Travel, you don't have the mobility of a Spirit hero. It's just a Riki. You know, you're able to get around team fights just fine, but in terms of map presence, you are kind of stuck down here. Same sort of thing with the Magnus and the Wraith King.
Again, it's
Love
just...
how Motivate with their supports play behind their heroes too. Q,
Yeah.
he's right there, holding Fearless's hand, realizing the high kill threat that you have this early on into the game. They know the
Dire's
Chronosphere is
top
back up
tower
again
is
around
under
this time,
attack.
so they could look to try and make something happen if they wanted to on Galaxy Race.
Dire's top tower.
Oh, we're gonna see the pick off up top on Yokam. So finally,
Tree,
give him the true. Oh no, Jackie got
jump.
it. Yokam is not getting too much farm across the map. Polo's also level 6, so I wonder if Galaxy Racer can put a little bit more priority on this Tiny getting a decent blink timing, because we're already about to be 14 minutes into this one.
Dire's top tower
Kind of
is under
confusing that he
attack.
went for the Ring of Basilius as
Radiant's
well. It's
bottom
not
tower
really going
is
to do
under
all
attack.
that much in lane. Like, you've got a Broodmother who, by the way, has a Dagon on Mizu.
What?
Who already went the Soul Ring. Yep.
That's not the build I was
3 levels
expecting.
ahead of Fearless, though.
Oh, maybe the Dagon's gonna come into play here. Ice Blast after the tricks of the trade. Fearless. Spirit Vessel.
He's
one
alive.
more tick. Fearless. He's somehow
going
the
in.
Madman's going back in. Fearless will fall. Mag's gonna drop as well. Okay.
Fearless, come on, boy. You were on about 50 HP. I know you got a nice
Radiant's
RP
middle
off,
tower
but
is under attack.
come on, man.
Illusion.
It's going to keep him on single-digit levels as now Alacrity hits up
Radiant
onto that level
structures
7.
are fortified.
His relative strength increasing further and further.
Dire's
Even forced to pop
structures are
his Mortimer's Kisses just to try and
Radiant's
defend
middle
against your
tower
tier
is
1
under
tower
attack.
going down.
And that was all without Dire having to use the Chrono. So getting those 2 kills
Dire's
into the
top
tier
tower
1
is under
means that In Your
attack.
Dream can still posture
Radiant's middle
relatively
tower has
aggressively on the map to think about showing up to these fights. What's... I'm really intrigued about the Dagon that Mizu's thinking about, like level 5 Dagon. Because we've seen a lot of this utility, the pipe mech build that Sam H has been going for a lot. Are they just... Does he feel like they're lacking burst damage, chrono damage? Like, what's the process here?
I'll be honest, not entirely sure. I think maybe the chrono damage is the only reason why, but
Dire's
I mean that's
middle
eventually
tower
going to
is
be
under
solved
attack.
by this Invoker going into the Cataclysm. Maybe just wanting an easy way to pick off the Shadow Demon on the
Fearless.
backlines.
He's in trouble down bot. They got a TP rotation coming through, but the Dagon and Ice Blast is enough. Now, Mastros as well has got to be careful. They don't have too much vision right now on Dire, but they're seeing no rotations just yet with, or at least anyone jumping on top to protect Mastros. Surprised, because Jackie's showing in top lane, and they see Q as well, so...
Jackie is dishing out a ton of damage though with this Empower, and now,
Oh, Chrono.
speaking of him,
Well, Radio on the backline, but if they can burn his mana with the EMP, is it going to be enough?
Oh, they
It's
get the
not.
toss in.
Toss in as well from Q. Ice Blast's going to fly after the reincarnation. Jackie looks the man fight with the Time Walk. Can he get back to safety? He can. And now Jackie, he's in no man's land. Tornado will clip him. Lion Axe, it's not enough with the banishment. And now it's going to put him in a really awkward spot. As long as they get the slow from the chilling touch, Mizu's even going to show up here. 2 points Dagon. That burst coming on forward.
and again, another one of these situations where it's like literally about a 10-15 second difference. He'd finished the Radiance. It was coming out to him on the courier. When that happened, it was at around, you know, the tri-camp area, but you know, without the blind, you're very capable of quickly taking him down on your own. It meant that as well, you weren't able to dish out the damage to be able to turn around onto In Your Dream again yourself. But he's got it now. He's got it, level 14. Still doing okay on Jackie for sure. But the rest of the team, certainly we're hoping for something a little bit more advantageous for yourself. Fearless. It's level 11. He's purchased up the... Does he have the second Blade of Alacrity on his courier already? He does. Little odd to go for the kill without it, though, considering how important it is that he's buffing up this backstab damage with the Cloak and Dagger. Alacrity.
Healers.
On top of him.
They're going to get out of the silence. Great use of the positioning from MG.Trust Magnus, so he's got a target to blink to. They're going to be careful of their group because the blink in. Skewer. Oh, that tornado.
Oh, nice.
Now, MG.Trust, he's committed. He might get punished. Jackie's looking to hunt as well. The rating showing up level 15. They'll bring down the Invoker. Taking down Polysun. This is a big timing for Radiant with that Radiance here. Oh, Lion Axe, goodbye. Dagon just rips him apart. They do have the Purge on Mizu, but Dire have buybacks as well if this fight does continue to drag on forward. Blink, RP, finds a Tiny. In Your Dream, gonna look to counter up, but the Chronosphere's still on cooldown, so he's actually offering to man-fight Jackie, and I don't think he's gonna be able to. In Your Dream will lose his life. Great armlet toggles from Jackie.
Great armlet toggles as well. With the use of that time dilation, he was actually on 1 second left on that reincarnation cooldown for about 4 seconds. It was nuts. And I was like, oh, is he going to go down just before he's... Oh, no, he's just fine. With that armlet toggle, they take the tier 1 tower. They couldn't go into Roche with this, could they? I suppose not wanting to contest with Chronosphere. Illusion Rune's a nice way to keep those lanes pushed out.
Yeah, this is a... Wow. Very, very big timing now for Radiant. Radiance... You got Diffusal Blade on Fearless, who was a little bit poor, and is now actually going to try and set up. Alacrity doesn't have the Force Staff yet in the inventory, and is going to get punished. That Diffusal Blade coming a little bit before the defensive item.
It's a big damage spike for Fearless as well. Not just, of course, because of the Diffusal Blade. That extra agility coming through with the recent changes to Diffusal, now giving plus 24. Agi damage multiplier from the Cloak and Dagger 1.8, now that he's hit up onto at least his level 12. They found Mizu.
Uh-oh. Bit awkward. That's so much gold, though. Jump in. Fearless. Nice blink. Now, they need to retreat away here, Galaxy Racer, but MG.Trust a little bit too late there. So this all of a sudden, this game, it's a big cliff up in the favor of Motivate net worth-wise. Experience very similar as well, but they see Polo under a ward. They're even going to lay down the Mortimer Kisses just to slow to allow him to catch back up. Close to the tier 2 tower, Radiant. They also have Chrono, but you really want the Ice Blast for this. Toss back, they'll find Fearless. Nice silence, and now Radiant swinging it over, try and protect the Ricky. Tornado, is it going to clip at the last second? It's not, but he does still fall thanks to Mizu's Broodmother. They're looking to hunt though, looking to punish, Motivate. They need to retreat away back to safety, but you've got to be careful. Even Smoke up from Galaxy Racer, looking to try and get any extra inch of advantage you have in the movement speed. They'll toss back Jackie. Meanwhile, the Chronosphere off to the western side. In Your Dream finds Masaros, and Lion Axe going to be protected. So the Chronosphere completely wasted, and now Jackie feels confident with actually fighting. So Galaxy Racer, that is a big misplay from them. Using the Chrono without the follow-up. Jackie, now in fighting condition, is able to punish them for that misplay.
He's going to go back, probably farm up one of these creep waves, just get a little bit of that extra lifesteal coming through. Don't know if he wants that smoke. You're only about, how much experience? Very little, short of picking up your level 18. Could be a big difference if you go down without popping it.
AA's. Not really the target you want. Just Jackie. Jack.
He armlet toggled with AA ulti on him.
Maybe just wanted,
oh, Jackie.
Maybe just wanted to die? I don't know. He didn't have too much mana. I'm trying to think. Oh, Fearless? Oh, my lord.
I suppose he doesn't have Chrono, right? So you're not that worried.
And he's level 18 already as well.
Yeah. If he was still 17 and he did that, I would have been like, all right.
What's
the deal?
Going on? See, for them, it's just continuing the momentum they had from that game 1. But it's also the momentum they're using with these timings. That's one thing that I've always been impressed from Motivate. Making sure they don't get caught out before the timings. You're not fighting, say, pre-BKB, pre-Radiance, something like that. And then when they got it, they're ready to go, ready to fight. Always antsy, always on the map hunting. And they're continuing to do that. Like, look at the deep vision. And it's something you brought up earlier. Like, the supports are always behind the cores and making sure they've got some backup.
They've got the backup. They don't have to worry about the Chronosphere now that they've taken away this tier 2 tower. Outpost is the main job. And they're just going to go straight into Roche. Still 40 seconds left on that chrono cooldown. And, you know, you've gone much...
Oh, nice silence. Now you got to retreat. Yorkam's just ultra dead. Injury. I'm sorry, brother. Right, they're actually coming on down. They don't have chrono. But Jackie, again, ultimate's back up. EMP is going to get rid of all his mana. He's only got 7-1 charges. It looks like they're happy with the 1-for-1 trade for the position 4 for the 2.
Stops them from doing Roche, though. So, there's a little victory coming through there for Galaxy Racer. Still, nearly level 20 picked up. I'm hearing more Dagons go on.
Sunstrike, Q, Spiders, not enough. This is so annoying. Look, that burst is crazy. 800 damage with level 5 Dagon. It's going to be 520 spawn Spiderlings damage maxed out. They've even got 160 on the Silicon Bowler. Silicon Bowler,
And the
I should
Nether
say.
Shawl.
And imagine if you just got, Nether Shawl as well to buff it up. And imagine if you just have an Ice Blast on top of that out of nowhere. Like,
Even just the
what
Ice
the hell?
Vortex, you know? An extra 24% damage.
crazy stuff.
I think with this Tiny, he's going into the 4 stuff, which is fine. If you're going all in onto this magic damage, though, you've already got the Bassi Ring. Could look to finish up a Veil, even. Combos together with a lot of your abilities. I think even the time dilation could end up doing a healthy amount of damage, too. Yeah, you have gone all in onto this. This isn't a utility Broodmother by any stretch. And he hasn't taken objectives. He is all centered in around the pickoffs. And speaking of, I think maybe going for another. I mean, that's at least a little utility, you know, but it's still... It's no Pipe Greaves Broodmother, that's for sure. Mizu does his own part.
But, like, this is a game where we see the Broodmother's usually taken a tier 2 tower already. And the fact that it's actually still got a decent amount of health. So, Radiant, they always have this opportunity to take an extra outpost, whereas Dire, they do not.
They know they're Roche. Jackie just did on level 20, so he's got the extra 16 strength. Opting to get on out of here, or at least deal with the spiders. Get out of here!
I really am surprised that Mizu's not playing around bot, because if you, like, that needs to be a trigger point. If you're not dealing with objectives, then Radiant are freely able to walk in Roche.
Yeah. I suppose maybe the last team fight spooked them a little bit. They still got the Ricky, but how quickly Motivate were happy to just react and come down bottom, even if it was just for a support. Because it's like, well, I don't want that to be me. That Spawn Spider is doing so much. 512 damage, 562.
Linax.
Consider all of the things with the Nether Shawl.
Got this ward on the high ground. Jokam's going to try and blink on forward. That's a really important target if they can bring him down. Potato, they will. He's going to buy back if he wants to rejoin them, but the RP finds Mizu. Yokam's going to get hunted as well. Jackie with the BKB goes to work now, but the face is completely controlled. Void can't get anything defensive off. No, Alacrity has to get back to safety. Same with Polo. But that should be Roshan. Those 2 pickoffs coming into play here for Motivate, and yeah, instantly they go.
Oftentimes you see carries and they're in grog mode. They're like, me see hero, me hit hero. But Jackie realizes how important, especially at nighttime, having that vision up on the high ground was. So he didn't wait for the supports to try and deal with it. He made sure, even though he's chunking people down, critting for like 600 damage, I got to get rid of that vision. It's going to put our team in a good spot. And that's why they were able to turn around and get such a good chain lockdown in onto the Faceless Void.
Okay, well, he's going BKB next item, but Void is just not keeping up in farm at all. Mid lane.
Nope.
They found Fearless. That's the Ages. Okay, stunned up though. I believe you might just want to leave Yokam. Yeah, they will.
So I think Fearless died there, but he still got the sleeping dart into Yokam. So it's not like he was just standing there AFK. He was unfortunately a little bit helpless.
Spiders.
Now with the Empower, they're using it a little bit more onto Fearless. I was a little surprised that Masteros wasn't quite so giving.
Masteros?
Speaking of the Broodmother.
Nice skewer. Brood caught out here. They are just hunting this game for Motivate. Should be enough for the Shockwave. Yeah, Lionax is actually the one to get the unstoppable streak. 577 gold. That's just going to get him a little bit closer to the blink after buying back previously. And that blink's going to be really important. One, for his positioning, and just also being able to jump in and protect the chrono. Like we see this game. I'm a bit worried for Galaxy Race. You're 10k goal behind. We're not seeing the good, strong chronospheres that are required here for them to win fights. And your Invoker hasn't also scaled. Like, no Midas on Alacrity. He felt forced because of the Ricky to go for a defensive item. And I mean, it's understandable, but you look at this, like Sleeping Dart again forces the cookie. So forces the skewer back. Like, the pickoffs just keep getting easier and easier. And it's just now going to mean that Galaxy Racer, you've got to split the map.
Yeah, I think that's exactly right. They need to split the map. They're like, look, we need to at least give up something on the map in order to get Alacrity what he needs. He's only 100 gold away from finishing up his Ag Scepter. That gives them some turnaround potential. You just killed the Ricky, so Aegis gone. If you're able to pick him off and Masseros on top of that, of course, the supports are going to be nice and easy. Then, you know, things could turn around a bit more on your favor. But still, like, just getting Alacrity, that one extra level, he's been pumping them into the Exort so that first Cataclysm can really be as impactful as possible.
And it has to be. Like, it really feels like if that next team fight with the Aghanims doesn't really go in their favor, then this game is going to continue to get out of hand. Because the Wraith King net worth compared to the Faceless Void, in a game like this, a lot of the time the Faceless Void, you need to be farmed enough where you can kill Wraith King the first time without dropping Chrono. If you have to commit your ultimate for it, then you trade ulti for ulti, and Wraith King loves that trade every day of the week.
And this isn't against Adusa, right? This isn't like what we saw in the previous game. Faceless Void does not do anywhere near as much damage or provide the same utility as a Medusa does, especially when you're considering it's against a Wraith King, who has been tossed up in the air, but he's got his Ag shut, so he's fine with that. He's at least still able to respawn. Only 200 away from his own AC.
Jackie's a bit from the team. Maybe you can force like a BKB. Maybe even a bit of Dagon. Okay, now you can drop the Chrono. He's coming on over. Ice Blast as well. Jackie pops the BKB, but Tiny's in trouble. They'll stun him off the first time in your dream. Finally, Chrono gonna get dropped. Now with the Cataclysm with the Ice Blast. It's already been used. Is the damage still gonna be enough? Great use of the Banishment. Lion Axe at the last second, and they've silenced up the Faceless Void. They're gonna be able to bring him down. They'll trade it with the backline. RP just finds the Invoker, but the damage is still gonna be there nonetheless. It doesn't matter if they don't have the Wraith King. The Radiant Heroes, they buy back on the Void.
Yeah,
you bought back on Void, and you can't even catch up. Fearless can stand his ground. He's still got Blink. He needs a target. In fact, Fearless, he's looking at Manfight Yokam right now. BKB will expire. Team? Doesn't matter. He could just run away. Mastros almost kills Polo. He's going to blink and actually claim the kill. Polo's skewer isn't enough. It is. But Mastros will still fall. But you buy back on your Faceless Void. He is 5th in the net worth on everyone in this game. Like, that is a massive buyback for the story now of this.
Yeah. And Faceless Void is totally... sorry, not Faceless Void. Wraith King, he's totally fine. You know, no buyback, but all of that attention by Wraith King, I'm sure he was just yelling out, just keep him away from the base. Give me an extra 10 seconds. That's all I need. I finished up my AC now. On the plus side, it was Broodmother that was a part of a lot of that. He took the Wraith King streak, so he's going to have enough to be able to buy the E-Blade. Going to be really important to stop a lot of that chunking damage coming down and just ripping apart these Galaxy Racer supports.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Another thing that fight as well, like Shadow Demon got the banishment off. Like, yes, the Wraith King died, but they're not prioritizing him enough. Like, you got to kill Shadow Demon. Like, 1700 gold in the bank. It's going to get a little bit easier now with Broodmother's E-Blade Dagon. You're positioning... You can always hunt. He's even going 8th lens as well, so just recognizing, like, kind of need to play... It really comes down to where my positioning is and how close I am. So if I can increase that capability, might be easier.
Actually TP bottom. They're thinking that they can get kills here onto these other heroes just with the 3 of them, and they're right, as long as it's an ancient apparition.
Might be time for a gem here on Dial.
Then you'll lose it straight away.
That is very true, but I mean, this Ricky is causing chaos. Look at all the wards as well from Radiant. Like, one around the triangle, one deep, kind of up top. One around the top river as well on that high ground. Like, their vision advantage right now from Radiant is really strong. But nonetheless, they're still dragging this one out. And we're getting to that kind of late game stage here where anything can happen in Dota. Anything can happen. It's going to be really important for In Your Dream to pick up the BKB. But even then, you're going to have a Purge will go 3, RP will go through. You've got a lot of this physical damage thanks to the Empower.
Yeah, I mean, you could BKB. You're not going to withstand a Wraith King just whacking away at you. With that double damage as well, by the way, as he just strolls his way down the mid lane. To try and take away the high ground as well. He's not scared at all.
Dire's middle tower
Okay,
is
no,
under
not the
attack.
courier. Oh.
Dire's courier has been killed.
He was wanting to stick around just so that he could have that extra 20 gold, I think, that he needed to finish up the Aether
Radiant's
Lens, but
bottom tower is under
not
attack.
going to be the case, especially now with no courier. So you've gone ahead and disassembled your Arcane Boots for no reason.
They're gonna solo Chrono Masteros. Cataclysm as well. That should be enough damage. In Your Dream's gotta get out though. He will be able to... Okay, well now you gotta pop a BKB. Turn. Maybe gets a kill on Q. No, great banish from Blind Axe. They even buyback on Masteros. In Your Dream's taking way too long. RP should be there. Great buyback. He's gonna end up punishing the Faceless Void. Maybe bought back previously actually. So he's down for 110 seconds and Rady can push really fast. Instantly Jackie beelining mid.
Great communication coming through from
Oh, and the
Motivate. You're
glyph
thinking,
too.
oh no. But yeah, you're thinking, oh, does he need to buy back there? But, I mean, yeah, just think about it. He's the only BKB piercing stun that they've got. So, may as well do it. Guarantees the kill. Dieback used. They found someone here.
Fearless. Gonna jump on in. Mizu doesn't really offer much right-click damage. Mastros again still hunting. What a play from the mag. So impactful this game right now. Gets the tiny kill. And now with the sleeping dart as well. Mizu. He's gonna wake up. Be careful. I mean, both these heroes don't have buyback. And man, look at Radiant rip apart the base.
AC coming into full effect.
Jackie 25 too.
Damage.
Has fallen.
This is scary. This is a scary prospect of being able to defend your high ground. You've got Glyph. That's quite the way to do it. And it's on cooldown for another 13 seconds potentially.
Dire's structures are
Maybe...
fortified.
No, he'll pop
Dire's
BKB
middle
if he
barracks are under
feels
attack.
like he's in trouble.
Yeah.
At least you're
They don't
stalling.
have the chain lockdown.
They're gonna try. Is it enough? Banishment? Sunstrike? Is it perfectly timed? It's not for once he runs out. Jackie's reincarnation's up in 10 seconds here. They're doing a lot. He's still falling pretty low, and they've actually stored out this push.
Always has an army in the wings.
Say that.
Dire's
Reincarnation
middle
back
barracks
up.
are
Jackie
under
doesn't care if he get bursted down now. Continue to delay.
Two minds about it. Back up alive.
No chrono
Forcing him
though.
out. Good high ground defense from
Very
Galaxy
good.
Racer. 3v5.
Very, very strong high ground defense. They lose a tier 3. Big Bad Roshan is back up and ready to go. And it's the second Rosh of the game, so we've got the Aghanim Shard available. Trying to see who's capable of getting that one. Shadow Demon Shard could be kind of nice.
Yeah. It's nice to not have to worry too much about time dilation, about the cold snap on top of you.
I better not fall off.
Great positioning. Lion Axe. That is quite the spot. Gonna blink away.
Blink.
They're still
What a
a bit
player.
disconnected on Radiant, but they're actually coming from the northern side. They're gonna get caught out here. Solo RP onto the Evoker. That's a lot of damage in
Even
the
the blink.
Chronosphere. He's gonna buy back. But where's the Faceless Void? He's away from the team. You need the Chrono onto multiple. In Your Dream's finally gonna show up. There's the Chrono onto 2 with the Bashes along with the Cataclysm. Return to deal with Matros as well. And there's a couple of extra more right clicks. He's not gonna be able to get it. Such
Oh, he's on the low
long
ground too.
range. With that skewer talent, he's out of there. So it's a couple of buybacks forced, but the big thing is the Chrono is also on cooldown.
The supports there just completely styled all over Galaxy Racer. You had the catch out from Lion Axe, pops the smoke, is able to get the blink away as well so that he's completely away from the rest of the team. They try following up, Demonic Purge onto them, runs away, Snapfire into the Roche pit, starts casting the the Mortimer's Kisses to be able to take him out. Void fully commits, and then the Snapfire just blinks out.
Have a
They got
Wind
absolutely
Waker.
nothing.
They have a Wind Waker Danog. Snapfire, he's got it. What? What an item.
So much.
What an item. That's crazy. They have now 2 defensive support. They 100% know how they lose this game. It's Chrono. You burst them down, Ice Blast, Cataclysm, your E-Blade Dagon, whatever it is. That is just... I love it. Crazy build. What is the cast range with it though? Where is Snap? It's still pretty small. Okay.
It's like a Yule's cast range.
Yeah.
So he's dropped the Nether Shawl. I wonder if he's got... No, I was about to say, I wonder if he's got some kind of cast range coming out to him. I think Shadow Demon is still perfectly fine to continue holding the Psychic Headband, but opting for the Timeless Relic instead, why not?
Oh, Wraith King's even got the leveler.
Double damage.
Scary. That is scary. How long till Chrono's up? It's got a DD. Chrono up in 50 though.
Ugh. You can't give it up. You want to get to level 25, but you just don't have the time.
They know no Sunstrike now too. It's an opportunity with the Cataclysm. Down for about another 12 seconds here.
Radiant's middle tower
Just gonna
is
zone
under
him out of
attack.
the pit. But Jackie is the raid boss. The prospect of killing off Jackie twice without getting the supports, I don't think it's possible.
DD's basically run out by now. It's so important that Galaxy Racer get a pick off onto one of these supports.
Dire's
They just
top
can't.
tower
They don't have
is
the
under
positioning
attack.
for it.
And also
Invoker doesn't
top-
even have charges.
Like
on
if
the
they
Spirit
don't take
Vessel.
this fight soon, Top's getting shoved in and actually taking a lot of damage with the Skellies.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Smoked up at least. Galaxy Racer, Motivate. They're clumped together, maybe a little too close in case the Faceless Void came through. You could get a massive Chronosphere onto them. They've rectified that. Positioning is good. Finax in particular. I'm sure both supports just have their finger on the Blink Dagger button right now. They need to be able to get out at a moment's notice.
What a tense time in this game. Both teams know the importance of this Roshan. It's do or die here for this series. You know, Motivate could potentially send themselves with a 2-0 victory. Or Galaxy Racer with a fight like this could bring this game back into a potential for them to continue on with this solid performance. Jackie,
Team's 25.
and he is so far away from the team. But he sons up Yokam. Gotta be careful if they group up. Fearless, they're not jumping just yet. But it means that Jackie just kills the Tiny. Like,
Hello?
he didn't have an
even need to
opening.
BKB.
And this
He's
is
got the minnow horn.
the positioning on Radiant. Like, they are just... The supports... Such great awareness. You got to make sure you cannot clump up. You cannot clump up for a good Chrono.
Time is money.
They haven't been. They're not wanting to take... Like, Roche is nice for them. They don't need Roche. Galaxy
don't care
Racer
about
needs
it.
Roche
Yeah.
right now. Yeah, they're just standing around it to make sure they don't take it, and every single support that moves on forward, they're going to die.
Like, Alacrity's... Uh-oh.
Mark's periods.
No. This is now with Alacrity not there. Smoke up. Fearless. Who do they find?
Dire's
Mizu.
middle barracks are under attack.
He's got a rush. Ghost Walk's going to get him there a little faster. What about this long wrap around, though?
Oh, they know the smoke pot. Mastros blink up straight on the high ground. They found the Broodmother. Mizu needs help and he needs it now, but is he going to be able to get... No, the bash!
Oh, the stun!
Void! He can't get the Chrono. The Silence out as well. Pops the BKB. They're all grouped up with the Cataclysm on to 3. It's a lot of damage. They'll deal with the Shadow Demon. That's such an impactful support to be able to bring down first, but you've blown the Chrono, and Mizu's falling low as well. Tricks the trade, claims the kill. Ricky will fall after the Aghanim's ticks him out for the Wraith King. But the buybacks galore starting to come out. Yokam caught. Nothing the team can do to help him. Unless Mastros misses the skewer there. They'll try and burst him down the ones. Jackie's got the Minute Horn. But you see, in your dream, just can't commit forward to deal with the Wraith King. Jackie's actually stuck on the high ground. I don't know how Jackie got up there, but he's going to be stuck. How do they actually get him down? Wind Waker's on cooldown for another 10 seconds. They need to try and punish him. Mastros, skewer back in your dream. A time walk away. Fearless as well is still pursuing on forward. But how do you kill off Fearless? Sleeping dart. Finally, Jackie back down to low ground, fighting position. He's looking to hunt. Great use of the 4-stars, better positioning here.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
A lot of ultimates forced out.
Scooped them up a little bit. You know they don't have Chronosphere now, so now Motivate, they're much more confident in being able to go into this Roche pit. They used the buybacks on both Fearless and Lionax, so Fearless, he's going to be the main one. They want to feed that Aegis over 2. It's just the calculated way that they're taking these team fights. Even though that one didn't go as they might have liked, still able to get something out of it. Still holding on to the Ag Shard is Fearless. Wondering who might give it over to. It's got to be Shadow Demon, just for the versatility.
Come on, you don't want to see the horn toss?
Nah.
You sure?
Oh, he does it.
What does he? What?
This support disrespect.
What? Alright, let's see. What the heck?
He just used it on nothing.
Yes.
It's just an extra
What
taunting
is
tool. They
this?
got voice lines and they're like, you know what, that's not enough. I just need to be able to toss my horn in the air for no reason.
Alright. Oh, the stun could be nice, because it's what? You're up in the air for 0.6, then you're stunned for 0.75. So, man, that skill range is nuts. He even got plus 1 second on the RP stun, so it's 4.75 now. Oh, Dire. Smoked up. Go camp, blink on forward, snapfire. Instant use of the sleep dart. Controlling up the Faceless Void. He needs to get a big chrono. And again, Motivate, they're just not grouped up for it. Well aware of how they need to be positioning a Jackie. That is such a scary prospect. You're almost getting 3 hit. The Radiant should tick him out, and it will. They both don't have buyback. They picked the Faceless Void into the Wraith King. They picked it into the counter. They were well aware that the matchup's not good, and it's showing. You put all your eggs in the basket of having a big chrono and bursting heroes down. But one Radiant, the defensive supports, the positioning from them, and having an extra life, it completely counters it. Completely counters it.
I think maybe they were just feeling the way that Alacrity played his Invoker yesterday. You know, he clearly had a very good game. And they don't want to instantly reveal the fact that they're picking Invoker first. They pick the Faceless Void into it, so they're thinking, well, what the hell are they going on with this? And maybe they were thinking of getting a bit more aggressive than they had, you know. No Midas on the Invoker leads me to believe that they wanted to try and make this game happen a bit faster than it already has.
One full set of barracks gonna get claimed mid. Does look like Radiant's still a little bit antsy. We'll just send Jackie up the high ground whenever they got the banishment. Use that one aggressively. Now, Brood is doing a pretty good job at getting some of the other lanes in. Mid's getting pushed out. Bot's at a reasonable spot as well. So they just have to worry about top. But that's enough. That's enough to force you a 5-on-5 fight. And that's an area where we've seen Galaxy Racer really struggle. They might look to jump before he gets up on the higher ground. Yokam, toss. Alright, well, Yokam is in a really bad spot now. Perched up, soul catch up, losing a lot of health. Miz is going to try and jump Lionax, but the skewer just brings him so far from the team. Masso's like, you're going to try that? I'll do it better.
They've even got that gigantic smoke screen as well, now that Feels is level 25. So you get in onto Alacrity, he can't do jack in these team fights.
First life, remember, doesn't have the Aegis. Nice use of the burst there from Dire. But again, you're never catching multiple heroes. That's the thing. You get the Wraith King, sure. You don't get Snapfire and you don't get Shadow Demon. I don't think you kill him.
Honestly, even at that team fight outside the Roche pit that eventually broke out, I think Tiny diebacked when that happened. Shadow Demon was there. Shadow Demon was in the river with no blink off cooldown, and they still didn't opt to jump on him when he just bought back at the previous fight, which I think was a bit of a mistake by Galaxy Racer, but I also don't think they had the vision at the time. So it's you know, it's always rough when, you know, there's the one time that they've finally gotten out of position and you're not able to take advantage of it. And I think they just used the tornado as well, so no way to purge off this double damage.
Oh my god. He's level 29. 43,000 net worth lead. So 43,000 net worth on the Wraith King. He's almost double. He's Whoo! Jackie is fat. My dude is chubby this game.
Yeah, I mean, he's all that pizza that he's been eating.
Well, this could be it. Maybe when you catch them out on your own high ground, ward up on the high ground. That could be an opportunity. But they're not even going to give them that opportunity here.
What's he even go here? Like, he's going into the Satanic. I had a question. What does he drop? Okay, he gets rid of the phase boots. To make sure that he's got plenty of regen for himself with the... I think he bought a bunch of mangoes for some reason. Alright. He already has 3 on him.
How many's he got?
But,
oh, yeah, wow.
He's got 6 mangoes now. The Aegis wears out.
He's still got 6,000 gold in the bank. 6,000. What a crazy prospect.
Gives him that little bit of extra phase movement speed, which is always going to be nice. Already moving at 425 under the cover of smoke. So if he's able to catch someone, they can dive in super deep.
Uh-oh. Shadow poison on point. Eurocam can't blink now. They gotta hold the higher gun. Jackie's gonna blink on 4, but look how Radiant are positioning. They need to force Motivate to group up. If they can kite Jackie, get him away from the supports to protect them. Eurocam not gonna fall to the scatter blast.
And find Q. He's able to blink away though. This game is just who is going to make a mistake first.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Galaxy Racer, they don't have the margin for error. They're 32k net worth down.
It is giving them an opportunity for the buybacks to come up soon. Like, Tiny just got enough. Brood needs 45 seconds. AA 3 minutes 40. Go Cam. Uh-oh. He's perched up. They're going to drop the kiss as well. Bashos do it back. Yes, they definitely could take him out. And it looks like the rest are died. They've just got to rip and get out.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Wasn't a huge part of that kill, Jackie, but he still gets the assist gold and experience from it.
Oh, no way. What? Lion Axe. He saw Inner Dream with the poison. Oh, the RP. He popped If they weren't 34,000 gold behind, there would be more voice lines and tips. That is crazy.
I wonder if you even take a team fight now. You know, that's for me, that's kind of said like, all right, let's chill for a second. At least wait for one of those things to come back off cooldown. It's going to be another minute and a half until both of them are available. 50 minutes coming up. Tome of Knowledge. Anyone close to some big tummies? Man, Polo's still level 16. That's a bit of a yikes.
You don't even have level 2 Ice Blast. Even that, like, that's actually going to be pretty important here. Just an extra level in the ultimate, that burst potential you're needing. I'm really struggling to see, though, on how Dire are going to force Radiant to group up. It's just... they are never in a position to get multiple hero chronos. Like, just the understanding of how the supports needs to posture this game is just on point. Like, it feels like Radiant, they always are aware of how they can lose fights and then make sure that very rarely happens.
Yeah. My question is, Jackie, do you really need that rapier? I feel like that only opens a possibility that you're going to lose the game as opposed to win it. Moonshard, still very much available. And you're never going to complain about hitting fast, especially now that you're almost hitting level 30. That Mortal Strike cooldown is only going to be 2 seconds.
Now, why does he not have Boots of Travel? Like, this is
Jackie?
on yeah.
I don't know. I feel like he's always going to be with the rest of his team, right? So he's not really all that concerned about it.
He's got 11,000 gold.
Right, but it's still a slot.
Yeah, but you backpack it.
Eh. I want to see the Moonshot.
Iron Axe. That's a really important target to bring down. But Aeon Disc going to make it a little bit more difficult. Ice Blast still there, but the Mortimer Kids to follow up as well. In Dream has to commit the BKB, but Jackie just rips apart the Tiny. Gonna look to buy back instantly from the Shadow Demon. They're looking to try and catch for more. Instantly teeping out. Galaxy Racer looking to retreat. Have any detection? RP again. Whiff from Masteros.
He's got the refresher. He can miss it again.
Maybe he makes it 4th time lucky. There we go.
They've even got the MKB. That's a lot more damage coming through now from Galaxy Racer. They're going to reveal it as they have to defend. These creeps just constantly pushing into the base. Even the I suppose the Spiderlings are doing a good job of dealing in the bot lane. Just casually holding on to 13,500 gold is Jackie.
Double damage.
My moonshot.
He's close. He can do it. He can do it.
No, farm. Me farm. BC Clip, me farm.
I take back everything I said about Jackie not being a grug carry player. He's, you know, it was a one team fight exception.
Wait,
Well,
he's... No way.
He sold the Radiance. Okay. Crit's not bad. You know, you need that for the burst potential against the like of a Faceless Void. It doesn't help taking towers, but I don't think that's their issue. They've already done 2 lanes worth of damage.
Level 30 as well. My lord. Now he's got the -2-second Mortal Strike cooldown. Q's +6 Mortimer Kisses. Radiant all level 25, they're not. They're just waiting for Lion Axe, which... Honestly, 2 charges of Disruption could be great. Even if you want that Demonic Purge, either or is really, really solid this game for Shadow Demon.
Yeah.
My gratitude.
Oh, Roshan. It's up. Is this the... It's the third one. Third one, 53 minutes in. My lord. Who's missing out on the Ags? It's just the snap. Ricky doesn't have... Could you see Ricky actually getting Ags?
Sure, why not? Just get inside Jackie. Gonna try and scare him off, but... Well, not gonna be enough. Motivate, they have no fear.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
Alright, who wants it? Lion Axe, okay.
Yeah, you have to.
Yep.
The break, it means you can man fight into this Faceless Void without having to worry about the bash, which is always great. Also, the 3 charges means that you can just toss it in onto the Tiny, take him out even faster, not having to worry about that armor from the Grow. And hell, he's even got the Ag Shard, right? So you could use 1 on your teammate, you've still got 2 available to use in aggressive fashion.
Void
Where's the
has...
Moonshot, though? Where's the Moonshot?
My lord, 14,000.
Dire's bottom tower
Toss
is
back.
under attack.
Jackie's got the Ages. So it's not like they've been giving over to the Ricky this time. Try and get the first life, Sunstrike. The mark from Alacrity. Cost them there.
Seems like he's just healing up. Very nicely done by Lion Axe. He also used the Satanic for a little bit of a basic to spill onto him. He's just going to hit these creeps once and be back at full HP. Seems balanced. How stupid is this? Give me the bloody moonshot. You've got 10k
Like, this is
surplus.
what boggles me. This is what boggles me.
It's free real estate.
He doesn't want it. Like, this is like, one day I'll find an answer on why someone would hold this much gold and not go Moonshard. Surely another illusion bait. Ah, no
Got
RP
him.
this time. God damn it.
And the waves are not pushed in, so they've got the backdoor protection eventually. Gridmother's doing a good job. Same. Look how many spiders there are on the map in mid and on the top side. I mean, it's... I wish we could get a stat of how many spiders have been
gold.
farmed up this game. Yeah.
Even how many spiders Mizu's actually made. There'd be so many. There'd be so many. Are we actually... Is this game gonna go 60 minutes? Are we actually gonna get... Like,
For me, like, you've got 2.5 minutes left on the Ages. You gotta do something.
minute or
Nice
more?
use of the Lotus as well.
And they go. They can go back out here if they want to. Sleep Dart. They found the real Void. Just to poke and prod. Like, you can slowly siege down the high ground.
And you're... Finally, the bottom creep wave is actually here. So you can look to make
catapult.
something happen with
Radiant's
that. Yeah,
top
2
tower
catapults
is
as
under
well.
attack.
No Solar Crest, I don't believe. Not even a medallion.
Top tower is
In and out. Again. This time off. Gonna try and poke and prod a Jackie, but it's so difficult. You see that Purge, Satanic, back up to full. RP just gonna be committed for 1, but MG.Trust has got the refresher if need be. Mortimer Kisses as well. I'll deal with the first life. Mineral Horn's gonna get popped as well. They're gonna buy back here, Tiny. Probably gonna be forced to use it.
Just about when.
Jackie. Blink in, Tornado.
Masros
A little
off
bit
to the
awkward.
side.
Masros is looking to hunt. Blink. It's still on cooldown, unfortunately. Jackie falling low. They're going to lose the reincarnation the once. Still got the Aegis, keep in mind. Sleep Dart out. On top of the real Faceless Void here. Masros blinks up, ready to go. They're trying to man fight. Faceless Void's got to be careful because Masros is looking for the jump. It looks like he wants the backline instead. Time Walk straight on top. They dropped the Chrono. Cataclysm follow as well. Magnus is going to get brought down, but they've got the Aghanim's play to come into case. He's got to be careful now. Running straight onto Alacrity, but he can't drop the RP. Blink back forward. Finds Mizu instead for the Deafening Blast. Okay, Wraith King is going to fall. That is the Aegis here. Mizu toss away. Is it going to be enough? Buybacks galore coming out, but it's going to be Mega Creeps Gaming as well. Faceless Void on the front line. Jackie's thinking about retreating. They want to look to punish though. 5 seconds till the reincarnation. Everyone back up, ready to go for this last fight as well, potentially. Nullify, Sleep Dart, Fearless looking to jump in. Alacrity getting controlled. Ghost Walk not going to heal him up too much. They're looking to jump forward, but Yokam, he's stunned. Q push back as well with the Scatter Blast. They need to deal with the backline support once again, but they're not able to for Galaxy Racer. Jackie's out of mana, not going to matter. Creeps flooding in top of the base. In your dream. Still trying to do whatever he can. He's got a buyback still in the Faceless Void if need be. He's actually going to time walk really far in the backline straight on top of Q. Masros as well. The RP's there, but it means the Faceless Void is completely solo. In your dream, another time walk. He just gets back away. No mana though. Very, very low. Mega Creeps Gaming. They're up and ready to go inside this base. And with that... Oh, Mizu? What are they doing? What's Mizu getting? What's he buying? He got Hex. Okay. What's Invoker got?
Alright.
Going Refresher. Okay. Some items coming out. Gotta make sure you don't lose that Courier.
Rapier's queued up for the Void. He's still a little bit away though. And no Chronosphere for the next minute.
Refresher
I
Gaming.
feel like he needs an axe.
The Void?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just to be able to poke and prod a bit easier.
Yeah. And the help with the creeps as well is gonna be nice. Just that time lock.
He's going to farm on the other side of the map. Couple of bounties.
RP.
I mean,
They
it's nearly
found
the 60-minute
Mizu.
mark.
Drag back, nullify, scatter blast, stun as well. Avalanche, they need to protect him with the toss, but Yokam doesn't want to go in. There's a radial deafening blast. Mizu, he's still actually healthy enough to get back to safety, and they've dealt with the first time for the RP. Masteros is going to find them both on the backline instantly. Jack is going to try and blink on forward with the BKB, but in your dream, Chronosphere, it's still cooled up for another 20 seconds. Blink away. They're back to safety on Fearless. The creeps are inside. Cataclysm once again. Jackie is away from the team. He's going to get brought down. He actually doesn't have the reincarnation. Jackie's lost his life, but Masteros has found the Invoker, Refresher, BKB pop, Deafening Blast, Cataclysm. Are they going to be able to do it here on Alacrity? His Invoker is popping off for the late game. They found the Snapfire. Q will fall. In Your Dream has a Rapier as well. We're finally into tier 5 territory.
Jokam nearly found out the Shadow Demon as well. That would have been huge. They all had buyback. None of them forced just yet. And, well, we'll see what happens with these Roche timings. But even now, they can't leave the base. There's all these creeps that are constantly pushing in because of the Megas. But they're going to have to. It's another way for them to bring this back into it. I mean, let's theory craft. Tier 5 items. What is going to bring Galaxy Racer back into this game? Fallen Sky is busted.
Yup.
Mirror Shield's not that great. Apex, Ex Machina. You see that on the Invoker in particular, with the Refresher.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. Honestly, I don't even remember half of them. We're gonna get one now. Ballista picked up. Pretty dog poo.
Trash.
Look at the
Yep.
dead. Trash. Sleeping Dart, buyback. Okay, they're really split up. Faceless Void as well. RP drop. Can they chain control him here? Void, he's got the Rapier. He needs help. Level 2 pitcher. He's going back in? Void's up in 15 seconds. All the Dire coming over. They're very split right now. This actually could be an opportunity for Dire. Mastros, BKB pop, Force. On the backline is Fearless. They're stalking. Oh, not again. Sleeping Dart, he's still got BKB, Satanic along with the Chrono.
got Mirror
Nullifies
Shield
out
too.
the RP once again. They need to try and protect this Rapier. Outpost, TP coming through for the Wraith King. It's all or nothing here. Time will come forward, straight on top of the Wind Waker. Snapfire back to safety, but Jackie's in. They need to deal with the Invoker. Refresher gonna get popped. Potential secondary use of the BKB. Great Deafening Blast gonna push them away. They're doing a great job to kite Jackie. Chrono's gonna get dropped, but it's on the first life. People used as well.
Fearless
They
too.
controlled Fearless. Bashes, Faceless Void's gotta be careful. Is the Rapier damage gonna be enough? In your dream, up on the high ground. They're kiting away Jackie at the moment, but they get the banishment. Hawk toss, back stun. Rapier, it's on the deck. Oh no. The creeps are inside the base as well. Void's gonna buy back, but he does not have enough gold for another Rapier.
Oh no, what a horrible situation to put yourself into, and
He's got the
I
Force
think that might
Boots.
just be it. Oh, it sucks so much.
Alright, it's all the Invoker show now. Prove me,
Yeah.
Alacrity. We've seen your Invoker pop off before. Prove it to us again. Octarine, Quickening Charm. Refresher cooldown for 50. Wraith King has this Rapier. What about
Feels
their...
so bad.
Have they got any tier 5s? Machina on the mag.
That's great.
Oh,
That is a
Apex on
fantastic
Wraith
item.
King. Oh. In your dream? Okay. Omuzu's down for 60. Honestly, Jackie can just hit Throne if he wants to. They do have Glyph. They're gonna force. Can you kill him fast enough before they actually deal with the base? I don't think you can. He's even got the Aghanims as well, so this game's just over. Jackie's gonna force him to deal with him. Glyph is gonna get used. Deafening Blast, Cataclysm, toss back. They get the Shadow Demon as well on top of it. Great use of the Banishment, but the Throne is incredibly low. Jackie's gonna blink further and further away, and now with the BKB, they need bashes, but they're not gonna get them. Motivate.Trust, in the end, a 58,000 net worth lead. But this is a big series for them, and they're gonna take it 2-0.
I feel like they just made us wait for an extra 20 minutes or so, don't you? I mean, it was very much in control from about the 35-minute mark onwards, but kudos to Galaxy Racer. Multiple times they had high ground holds with 3 out of 5 heroes, and they were able to repel them back. Unfortunately, you give up that Rapier, and with the power of the tier 5 items, it was just too much to be able to withstand. And another convincing win from Motivate. That still leaves them lossless so far. They've beaten Omega 2-0, they beat Lilgun 2-0, and now it's a 2-0 victory against Galaxy Racer, who, they were admirable in defeat for sure.
Yep.
I mean, they even in game number 1, they were in such a winning position, but the strength of that Motivate team fight is way too much to be able to withstand, and we're still not done. Another hour-long game coming through, and another series. Motivate.Trust taking on Boom, the team currently sitting number 1 in the league. You would have to say it's number 1 versus number 2.
Yes, it is.
So far.
Yes, it is.
I'm keen.
I am so keen. We just had a series like that. Motivate, they're going to need a bit of a break after that game, so it's going to be about 20 minutes, but taking on Boom on the top. And we've been querying Motivate because we saw them all through lower division. They went flawless again. We were saying they're an upper division team. They're now going to go against Boom, which were an upper division team, so there's a little bit higher caliber there. And let's see if they're going to be able to bring it to them. They brought it to Galaxy Racer in this series. Props to everyone on that team. I think how they were positioning on the supports was flawless. Like, if you're looking at how you can better your positioning on supports and understanding, you look at that game. Like Jackie with the posturing on the Wraith King, Shadow Demon, Snapfire, the positioning from them. Overall, just an incredible game of Dota to watch. Even though it felt like Galaxy Race were really far behind, your Alacrity as well at the most damage that game, 75,000 dealt, even higher than Jackie's Wraith King. So unfortunately for Galaxy Racer, they're now going to drop down from second place, which was tied to Motivate. And after that 2-0 victory, we'll see if Motivate.Trust are able to continue with this momentum into our last series of the night versus Boom. We'll send it to a break with the first place versus second place matchup.